Hello everybody and welcome to another Disco Elysium stream, part 7. Today we're beginning with day 3 and seeing if we can continue, if not being the worst cop in Revachol, then the worst cop possible with my current skill level. And if you're watching this tomorrow or later on, what's America like in the future? Okay. Okay, so we haven't started. That's right. I returned to the Whirling in Rags after going and getting the fucking boots, the Fairweather T500s. Yes. +2 authority. Oh my god, folks. This is everything I've been looking for. No, Miss Ruby, don't play with the ceiling fan string. Aw. She's like standing up and pawing at it, but she can't reach it. That's very cute. Anyway. You better not. Man, +2 authority. Yes. I'm going to sleep in these things. Dude.
You look down at the white ceramic salatones hugging your arches and calves, surprised at how well they fit. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
Decked out in future armor, like a cop ought to be. Hell yeah.
At once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
I must study this technology. Now we'll do like the hobo cop thing.
But you may want to hold on to the armor you have for long enough to properly analyze it, figure out its vulnerabilities. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness.
Oh my god, we have so many skill points to spend.
One day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Okay. Dude, now that I have the +2 authority with this, I'm wearing the boots of the guy. We're putting this thought in. Sword shouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. Okay. We've gone crazy with the thought cabinet. I'm gonna try to finish the entire thing if I can. I don't know how many more skill points I'm gonna be earning, and I really honestly don't remember how many days this game is. I don't know if we're moving into the last day or not. I don't think that we are because I haven't come across the audio tape yet, and I'm pretty sure that there's time for that somewhere. Do we just go to sleep in all of our cop gear like a hobo cop?
The bed is still cold from the
Of course we do.
and not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned it.
Well, hold on a second, actually. I'm just gonna change into like... Nah, the hat stays on. Aw. No, that hat stays on. I do need my comfy wool cap, though. Do I not have enough item slots for... Okay. Man, this is gonna be a bitch to put all back together tomorrow. The necktie can stay on, too. There we go. Man, my dude looks tight. Go parade around like this for a second.
The bed is still cold from the broken. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bird. Waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go.
There's definitely more than 1 day left. I think it's like 5 days.
You have to stay. Always half aware.
Which means many more episodes of the Disco Elysium streams, which I'm very glad have been somewhat popular, it seems.
You're not cooperating. Brother man, it's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You
Hey.
wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot because of the pain.
I have pretty high pain threshold. Yes, no way.
It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
I'm an artist and liver damage is my art.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece.
Hell yeah.
Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as damn.
Hey, people tune in.
You're just stuck here in the half world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that? How many promises have you kept lately, Sir Harry? To the great see-through world. The tenderness.
The
Thou
tenderness.
art honorable and just, sire. 'Tis the snakes who are vile, hissing in the grass.
I can't. Does it even show me what my number is for that? Because
It's the
I shouldn't be succeeding in like any dramas.
They're oath breakers. Come now, humans have earned your trust, and you yours.
No, that's a good guy thought.
Doing right now.
We're toxic, Harry.
Coming to some greater awareness. Look at all these lights blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can.
Rock and roll.
Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Day 3. Alright. Get dressed. Yeah, those work. Put on my badass new shoes. White trash tank top, cop jacket, hobo gloves. Yeah, hobo gloves. Look at that fucking specimen. I'm about to roll the dice on this no matter what.
It's been
Ah, no more steam.
It's your face in the mirror.
Fuck it.
Dawned with. It's too late.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Like an image on film.
Fair enough. Good morning. Who are these folks? There's new people here. But I don't care about them. Care about one thing and one thing only, and that's the water lock. Oh, look at these fucking guys. Oh, I thought I could talk to them. These must be the repairmen.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanic. You grab the handle and pull
Woo.
up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then
Oh, then what? Sorry.
the water lock starts moving.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, what with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Well, okay, fine. Let's go over our notes first. Take speed and sniff it's first on my notes, honestly, so I don't think you want me to do that. Find Morel, we have to cross the thing. Traffic hooligan, cross the thing. Gloves. Signatures, husband. Ah, send the victim's body to processing. Oh, that's right. Okay. Never mind. He's correct. We can go back and do that. Oh, I thought our boy Kuno was gone for a second. He is not.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestine. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Whoa. Hold on. Let me check my clothes. See if I can't boost my perception. I don't think there's anything here that boosts perception, is there? Nope. Okay. Well. Should I do the save scum?
The man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses.
Nah,
and
we'll just roll
takes
with
a
it.
deep breath.
Oh my god! Yes!
It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh. First with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
Wait a second. I didn't think about that at all.
His cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a
I
spider,
shouldn't be doing
your
this.
hand crawls
Worst cop
across
ever.
You pick it between your fingers. The mess feels large.
I can't help
very
myself.
porous Somehow. Keep crawling, lest you break it. They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage.
She's going like wrist deep in this dude's nose.
Do it.
The thing you're looking for, it's not here either. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Oh my god, it's so tempting to... Alright. Even though we passed the check... I'm gonna throw it.
You're not far. It'll
Oh, I can't not, can I?
the oral
Because I know what I'm supposed to do. It's just.
a vision of black. You see a
Oh, whoops.
barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius. The edges appear dark.
Keep going.
Kuno nods, too. He takes a step closer. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
What the fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied.
Feel around first.
The basal
Ew.
ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian.
Feel around first.
Fucked old brother at the back of his head has
Oh,
gone forever.
that is like one of the saddest lines that we've read in this game so far. That really brought the mood down.
Into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter.
Dude, what? Alright, punch a hole through his mouth.
You begin with a crack, like some fruit. Just
Punch his fucking head in.
is in his head. Strange fluid streams down your wrist, and then you feel it with the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline.
Punched a hole. Nah, fuck it. Oh, I should have fucking pulled back at the last minute, man. Nah, it probably wouldn't let me back all the way out.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels the inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
Fucking beautiful!
A bullet.
Instead of dropping in, it should be like throw it.
The bullet.
Like,
falls
nah, this
into
doesn't.
the bag,
This isn't it.
leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
I'm gonna ask
Of
for it.
course, you've earned it. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Say nothing and just nod.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Treatment, officer, is an this injury here.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging.
Dead dabble
and
doop
dragging
doop.
to the arm. All of it was done after this man was already dead. Dead.
Agreed. Wait, you think so?
I did not just come up with this. I've had my doubts since you showed me the tracks, officer. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him? There is no satisfactory explanation. There have been other signs too. Small thing. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there.
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier. To hide something.
Oh, I can't. I'm not saying I need to wash myself. Okay.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that should
Hobocop.
Bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
Wait, what?
Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
The
No.
world is in the air of the yard. Further yet, the sound of motor traffic. Detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsune.
Yep.
I will need a little help carrying.
And yet another skill point, folks. Fantastic work. All right. Kim's gone. Now we have the day to roam. Do I have the bullet? Cool.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCN stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket is split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
I'm really not trying to do the Inland Empire stuff, as much as that sucks, because that's the next playthrough. But talking to the inanimate objects and stuff, it's not what I'm going for this time. Although with my... well, the 3 Psyche actually seems to be, like, leaning into that really hard. Like, what, the base plus 4? I wish I could bump my authority up more. How close am I on that fair weather? 15%. Wow, okay. We could bump up something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Gart's never going to give us a drink, no matter how many times I ask, so... with my hands all nice and soupy, let's head across the waterlock. Woo! Oh, okay, I see. There's like stairs right there. Magnesium. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Get pride, son. Biker Cop Sunnies? It sounds a lot cooler than the... like, nerd glasses we're wearing. The car. Banged up fuel canister, 11 bucks. Heck yeah. Can I have that? That said it's frozen to the ice, but still. Damn it. Alright. What do we got over here?
A banged up motor carrier sinking into the Elysium ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks.
Not so daring
The
anymore.
camp sits in the salty ocean water, cold and sad. It doesn't have an opinion. A seagull takes off from the half-submerged machine. It's almost like the bird is acknowledging your decision.
And fleeing from the law?
A sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Yet a single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out. But you do see a monkfish float by. Although the sunken motor carriage is probably flattered by you addressing it, it does not supply an answer. It might be a good idea to wait for the tide to recede.
Sit on the swing. Okay.
As you sit down in the old
Aw.
rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. Spit flies from your mouth to your moustache. It's the ground before you. No sound though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll turn up the game volume now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Thank you for that tip.
In some way, it is still sad that no living thing other than seagulls is here to witness a man in his prime trying to learn to whistle.
I'll try this as well. Turn it up like that, maybe? That should be better,
The
let me
clouds
know.
pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
Tide sure is
It's
taking its sweet
unclear
time.
whether the sunken vehicle agrees or not, but merely uttering these words gives you the illusion of time speeding up. Just like
I wish that
how
worked
the
in real
crazy
life.
daredevil piloting that vehicle must have accelerated into the sea. Clouds
Who are
on
you,
the
mystery
horizon
man?
grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble.
I wonder
of
what
the
kind of
city.
dumbass would drive his
40
car
minutes
straight into
pass.
the fucking ocean around here over the last few days.
Yes, it is. It feels as the city behind you grows silent in the waiting. Seems like an eternity has passed. A dim light scatters from the cloud cover above the city. In it, you can see the blue and white motor carriage slowly appear from the water, centimeter by centimeter, as the sea recedes.
I do want to know if I win
Yes,
this bet.
the emblem, now visible above the waterline, belongs to the Capri Motor Corporation.
I'm
Below
pretty
it
sure that's the one I
stand-
guessed.
Yes, Harry. It's the number 41, the number of our precinct. I hoped you would come back for me.
Even if the motor carriage is mine, literally anyone could have driven it into the sea. No, oh please, 41 could mean so many things.
Come on,
Yeah.
Harry. There's
Constant
nowhere to
denial.
run. It's just you and me, old friend. Come on, Harry. There's nowhere to run.
No.
It's just you and me. Come on, Harry. There's nowhere to run. It's just you and me, old friend.
That's awesome.
I'm so sorry, Harry. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry, what did you do? No,
Nothing.
just no. Say no to this, Harry.
I will say no to
No
this.
matter how many times you say it, you change the truth.
I just start screaming, "Oh God, it is mine! I drove my
Yes,
car into
Harry,
the sea."
You did. The sooner you accept it, the sooner you can move on.
Let me see if it.
You were not.
That's cool.
Keep moving. You're a shark. You stop, you die.
Well, no, I can see that we're not getting this thing out. I'm not getting it out. Can't fix it. And I'm not really trying to be a cop. I don't even... Dude, my guy's not even convinced he is a cop.
An aggressive-looking seagull lands on the swing set and stares at you with a murderous look. You really need to keep moving.
Fantastic. Amazing job. They footprints leading away from the accident. Did it lead this way, perhaps? Ah! New locations. Hi, Miss Ruby. I know that you're, like, dying for some attention right now, but I've played with your string with you for, like, a very long time today. New pants. The Kingdom of Conscience? No, I'm good on that. I don't even know where to go first. Oh, okay. I'm gonna run down this little way here. Nopus shed? No, oh, here we go. Even better. Plastic bottles. Wait. What? There we go. Okay, stuff on the shelf over here. Sure. Postcard. Hello, dear. Hi, Ruby. And a sick-ass bow tie, but nah, it's for drama geeks. Oh, hi. Oh, okay, so then that's back at the swing set. Alright. That's a walkway. Everyone say hi. While he's peeking there. Let's see. What is this? Just a place I can rest?
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks.
Nah, we're getting up. No resting right now. Perhaps later. I just sat on the swing set for like 50 minutes. Oh, people! Here we go. No, they're on the other side of the trees. No looking in. I'm a cop, bro. I'm supposed to be looking in. Oh my god, we're rich. We're so up right now. Okay. So there's some kids. There's some garbage. Of course, I want that. And there's some people that kind of remind me of myself.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Abigail. Oh, Abigail.
finally got the Lawbringer thing.
Abigail! Don't call it!
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk. He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
No.
He waves his hand as if shooing you away, all the while murmuring something indecipherable.
Okay.
Don't call Abigail!
Sure.
Hey, Tequila!
It's Firewalker.
Good to see you. How's
Some people call me
business?
Harry.
How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
That does not sound like me.
These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
I am the law.
That-
Just stick with it.
I used to shape reality into my image, long time ago. Those days are over now. Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies. We are saving the world.
Looks like it.
Please don't call. Don't call.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol.
This
That's
guy's
what we're
awesome.
doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower.
I'm taking it that I
But that
partied
didn't
with
work
these
out.
guys.
So now it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
I am Firewalker.
We've met before. Don't you remember?
Oh, I can't lie.
Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale.
Tequila. Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
True, though.
Does that sound like something you do? Yeah, probably.
Gotta lie.
Well, the word on the street may be a rumor, but what happened next is the truth. I was there to witness it, along with these bums here. It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this, we get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Oh, no.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking?
Oh, man.
Naturally,
That's how I
loud
ended up...
noises
How did I get
don't
back
interest
across the
anyone
water
beyond
lock?
a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You rev the engine
Oh,
and
he's gonna say
scream
it.
to the top of your lungs.
I
The
don't want-
time
oh, never
hath
mind.
come. So, naturally,
Never mind.
being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things." After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us.
Oh, sweet.
Which you naturally agreed to.
What else
Hell
was
yeah.
there to do? Thank you, brothers.
All right, these guys are awesome.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
No, that's
It
a
was
story.
the greatest thing.
Oi,
Oh,
that was a classic too.
did we talk
Yeah,
politics?
you seemed really mad about immigrants for some reason. I'd rather not get
Dude,
into
my
the
guy's a dick.
details. It was pretty low concept.
Yeah.
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
Fair.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum. It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Oh, what?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar.
I don't want it, man. I need it. Can't tell stories without it. Dry stories are boring, see? So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me. Not
Fine.
much, but it will do.
Give him the beer.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Jogging?
It did. With my trusty Sansaric tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world.
Oh, he still got
But
it.
now
That's neat.
dreams are worn thin. One day I left on my evening
Oh,
run.
much like my tracksuit.
As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles.
So I removed the keyring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet.
No, you don't.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me
that's
down,
like
I always
Monday for this
got
guy.
up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
That's true.
I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the
This
locks
dude's
that
tripping.
day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I've been a hobo cop for a few days.
The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too.
Hobos
But that charm
unite.
wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear.
Why do you keep
Good
losing all your
fucking
stuff?
Question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me.
Kafka-esque.
Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
I might have
The
it.
only things I have
I may have your jacket.
Two drunks.
A lost jacket. Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
Okay,
Tequila,
fine.
It's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically
Sure, I will
brand
go on
new.
quests for these guys.
Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do
Of course.
you say, Tequila?
Hobos stand
If
up for one
I
another.
knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market. Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it. My agency. Man. The Boom Boom Room.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Our
going to be
concept
one of the
was
other places on the
combining
other side of
high
town.
art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Mixing high-low, commodifying culture, that is extremely my shit.
I know. It was fucking
Ooh,
awesome.
Art Cop.
Too bad I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away. My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics?
Hey, tequila! You wanna buy some speed?
Goddamn right I
Shut the
do.
fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't
I am a
call
cool
up
cop.
guy.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. I'm all ears, tequila. You too,
All right.
tequila sunset.
We gotta go find this. I wonder how much the speed's gonna be.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I
What
got
the
smokes.
hell?
They're cheap, very cheap. I got Pilsner, great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed, and by speed I mean amphetamine.
Yeah, why
See,
does it
friend,
cost that?
It's real valuable, worth every real if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What?
Yeah, what do you mean, what?
This guy, this guy. Sure, the spirits. Now, what did I say the price was again?
Here's your chance.
Oh, aye, exactly. I remember now. I remember what was so funny. 3 real? That's a real steal for such good stuff.
Nice. Blue medicinal spirit. I'm just gonna leave
In
for
the
now.
civilized world, it's a custom.
I'm gonna go sell that, like, oil can or whatever, and then I'll come back and buy that. In fact, I might go do that now. Let's see. Am I able to fast travel? I am. Okay. That makes things a lot easier. So then I can buy the speed from the dude and get that XP. I also have plastic tear to sell.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help.
Something to
Sure.
sell.
Let me have a look.
Check pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I know what you're like. There's something else that you can use that for.
Another time, perhaps.
Even though I went the art cop route. I don't think I have that much tear to sell, but I'm gonna go ahead and sell it while I'm over here. And then fast travel back to the fruit store. Wow, that scared the shit out of me. That was the
A sign says, your bottles clunk into the...
wind blowing through the house. I jumped like a foot out of my seat just now. If I was smart, I'd buy like a health thing, but no.
The legend returns. You know, here you go, friend.
Okay.
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time
Sweet.
to detect. It'll make you into more than that. A mega cop. This is your modus operandi.
That's all I
This is
heard
how
to
you've
had to
done it
figure.
for years. You raise the bottle, close a nostril, and inhale furiously. The rush is almost immediate. It tastes bitter and caustic and stings a bit inside your nose. Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity. Your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your
Epic.
jaw clenches. Whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco. To this, you kidding? There are downsides to not being on it.
True that.
There are massive downsides. It's a potent neurotoxin. You're turning yourself into a frayed idiot.
Cool, cool.
Spring. Everything is clear around you. You're ready to concentrate on the next task in the task chain.
Just like
In
Kim
the
would have
bottom
wanted.
right corner of the screen, there's a speed button. Speed gives +1 to motoric skills. Perception, reaction speed.
Cool. Alright. We can put that away now. I like that it has a bunch of uses to it. That's pretty nifty. Alright. Now that we're all doped up. See, look at how many things we've gotten off our list. Somewhere around the boardwalk. Okay, whatever. The gloves. If the gloves also boost our authority, I will freak out.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look
The
identical.
stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again. The kids don't reply.
Whatever. Arrest them for obstruction of justice. I can just go in their house. It feels intrusive.
Hello, mister.
Aha.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too. Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid. Why?
No, I'm just gonna tell her.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under
What?
sand. You
Cool,
can break the
man.
castle. It's not very good. It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side. If you replace the broken scooter, you're almost certain.
Can I have it?
Sure. Just go and get it.
Just ask for it.
And go.
Alright, just grab it from the ceiling and go? Sure. Ask about the gloves, steal this bird statue, warm up by the fire for a second. Dope. Alright. She has been the most helpful NPC in this entire game since we began. And we go check Sandcastle. This is Sandy down here. Aha!
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroded.
I don't
to
care
walls
about
and
this.
floors
Yeah, my
of the
gloves.
To the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Insane.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite.
Wait a minute.
Frequency something something radio weapon. None of that would work.
I wonder if I can
You
use
need to shoot
these
the part
to
of the enemy
open.
that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Okay. Wow. +2 hand-eye coordination. That's awesome. That is really cool. What do I get? +1 electrochem. +2 interfacing? That's freaking cool. I kind of like my hobo gloves while I'm walking around. I'm just gonna stick with those for now, but take the stuffed bird back to Gart. I'll do that later. Now we have 3 on good cop. Dude, whatever. I was trying to be like a arrogant, terrible, like, fascist cop, but whatever. You have to solve the case, I guess. I tried to do the cop that hates asking questions, and that just didn't... I can't advance time that way. What? Oh, I held something. Did I? There we go. Okay. There's, like, so much stuff down here. Or is there? Okay, sure. We'll go looking for your jacket. I bet this lady has it. She's sitting next to a big old barrel full of clothes. And she's a washerwoman.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Give me your
How
jacket.
does she know you're here?
If you can't see.
I still have a golden ear. Come, come. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We're Hellraisers. Click, click,
No,
bang, bang.
You're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You didn't raise any hell.
What?
You were
This
quite
is a
helpful,
huge
actually.
revelation.
But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen. No, not you personally.
I'm considered an
I
ill
meant
omen?
the RCM.
Oh,
Some of them
okay,
had gotten
okay.
It was
I get
brooding.
you.
That maybe they are afraid.
They should be.
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. I'm sorry there's not
Fair
a
enough.
lot of room to park the motor carriage.
Oh,
and
I
not
parked
a
it.
lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us? What do you want with a lost jacket?
That's for me to know and you to
You're
find
trying
out.
to wink at me, aren't you? I can't see. Or did you forget that part? Are you getting a reward for it at least?
Lie, yes.
Good for you. Can't expect to receive help if you're not helpful in return. A fine arrangement, that. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things. Still,
You don't say.
most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Start bitching about Gart.
That's exactly how we get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
I would never do that. Alright, well, I got everything I wanted.
Hi, officer.
Aha!
Factory balanced. Bakelite and stainless steel.
Anything I can help you with?
Oh, a sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip. That's kind of cool. As always, I am the lawbringer,
Are
of
you
course.
now? There
Gotta
are a lot
say
of
it.
law bringers around Martinez, but not a lot of law. I guess men with authority have
What?
their quirks.
Hold
What
up.
brings you here, lawbringer?
Hold that thought. So I can... Yes. Absolutely. Anyway, as you were.
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect.
Can I borrow
It's
it?
just the way it is.
Dude, just bum off
Back in the
everybody
day,
when I'm
I caught
here.
the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
She refuses, but your word is the law. You are law. Is she flirting with you? A little? You think she might be?
What makes you think we haven't? That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
Point to the expression. Dude, my guy's gonna get all insulted.
I apologise. It looked like you could face down any horror in the world with that unchanging grin. Looked like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there. In her eyes, fading fast.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying. Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Gone. Good for you.
This is stupid.
He, however, was
I would
lost
never
to the
leave
waves.
anyone.
It's been quite a while now.
Was he murdered?
By himself, inadvertently.
I'll take the case.
He never respected the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day he didn't come back. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces.
I shit on death.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
I like that my guy just like thinks he
Life
has
didn't
the
really change
riz
that much for
and
me
he
and
does
the
not.
kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Remarkable.
I was asking about the jacket
That one
right
already
now.
lost everything else, and now his jacket too. It's a good thing too that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old doom spiral, upper management to the core.
No one plays Johnny Jacket. I find I find it, I keep it.
Johnny what now? That's not proper cop behaviour, is it?
I am the law.
Sure. That makes it all right. Still,
Well-
I do hope you find it. Look near the fish market north of here, on the board. Sure is.
Oh,
The son I called
on the
her.
boardwalk, drunks are
Opened
known.
with a fresh
Oh, on the
layer of
market.
tar
Okay,
just yesterday.
I clicked too early.
It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that? Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
I don't
There's
understand
a
what just
moment's
happened.
Silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Okay.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance.
I'm planning on. I'm going to try to complete all this without getting Everett's signature. What are these doing in the fish? Cool boots. Oh, I already have cool boots. Dang. Is there anything out there? Nope, there's something right here though. Money. Oh, okay. I grabbed that before I was... Okay, here we go. Shut up. Cranks... The planks creak beneath my weight. I'm the law. Give me that garbage. And this garbage. Ooh. Alright. She said the marketplace, right? Where the hell's that?
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. A tub
Who are these
warm
people?
with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away.
Aw.
Right at the turn. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work.
Dude, no
The
way.
cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Okay. So I'm by the fisherman shacks. Where's the... I don't see where the marketplace is, though. Ah, okay, here we go. I see this little box over here, trying to hide. I wonder whose motor carriage that is from. They should come clean that up. Oh, nice. Okay.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
I guess.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Sure.
Calling.
Just dial a random number.
Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
Wait, but dude, what?
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died. Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different. There. Presentable.
Is this
Her
the lady
voice
from, like,
is
the
drowned
bookstore?
in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach.
Alright, we'll come back to this. Creepy. Well, I see no jackets just like sitting around, but
The remaining windows rattle from a
Oh,
strong
nice.
gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
weird.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Ah, yes, their famous motto. A fine example of technological optimism from...
Okay. I like that I just like walk away while he's talking. Oh my. $5 in that? That's and then $1 from here? What is even happening right now?
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side.
I'm gonna
You,
interrupt him.
officer, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I was just telling my son about this building. Not many people appreciate the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext. Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the
Yes,
collection of cultural
hypertext.
hyperlinks.
Ah,
He's
yes.
just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
That's what I was thinking.
Very important. Mikhail, say hi to the officer. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's a programming language used in Grad.
Ugh.
Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately. But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see.
I'm
Just
the
as
law.
I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
You look like some. I'm just gonna beg him for money.
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling.
Well, no.
Oh no, I don't have it on me. I'm just spending time with
Fine.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he work out?
Dude, dude, my
normal
head's
mechanics of
unhinged.
fighting now and then.
Can I have some money? Do you work out?
Lomantang stick fighting is a little like a Berolidin addiction. I've been practicing it for nearly 20 years now, so
I
you
have
could say
that.
that my doses have grown a little peculiar.
Wait, what does this man know about Pyrrolidon addiction?
Wait, was that an what an interesting metaphor, or perhaps not a metaphor at all?
You got me, detective. But my history should hardly come as a surprise.
Here's a former junkie. I can recognize when I see it.
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours. He has a special room for that and a special costume.
That's kind of rad.
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality. Helps to clear my head. But anyway. Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
Oh no, he's gonna go
What
into a
not
whole
a lot
thing.
of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Cool.
Hold on. What's R&D?
I'm just gonna stare at the
It
building.
looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass.
Well, maybe it like
Apologies,
helps
it's
me
an
get
acronym
in or
for
something.
Research and development.
Never mind, I'll just look like an idiot.
Familiar with RTD, research and technological development. That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era.
Cool.
Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
So I just stop before I like get the info. Perfect. I'm like, well, have fun with your broken window building. Oh, look, it's a scientist. Isn't this the guy?
Here we go.
Oh my
Nice
god, I'm
and
the
easy.
super cop, dude.
No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
I love
There's
him.
a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Gary the crypto fascist? What?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Hell yeah.
Cryptozoologist's companion says nothing, but nods approvingly.
Get the
in your
approving
direction.
nod. Sweet.
So that's what this is. Lena sent you. Can't say I blame her. We've been here for days. That darn water lock is broken. we can't go under the 881.
Yeah, I'm just gonna withhold the story.
We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon.
This dude's voice is
If you
so cool.
see Lena, tell her I won't be long. I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
It's time to return to your woman morale.
Whoa, man. You mean my wife, I assume? I will return to her. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I like they gave him like
Doing
such a
this for
dorky
science,
voice.
And so is she. Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting. On record. One of only 40th century. And it's hers.
She's seen it.
Yes. That's
Really?
how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell. Not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, I understand.
A good quality to have.
I could go for some trap setting.
Fine.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
I'm all in with this scripted shit.
Caught the bug, I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you'd imagine. That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insects.
Lay it on me
Or at
thick.
least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Sure.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
There are 4 in total. Another we
Okay.
set in land. The third, you should check.
I think I see where these are.
Thank
Yeah.
you for your
It's like
help.
these little net things right
Gary
here.
and
Finally, you're being sensible.
What about his eager to leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer.
Me and this guy did not get along on my first
I'm
playthrough.
just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here. Dark times will do that to good men.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No innocent.
No way.
My mug? Why would you think that? How do you mean? Forgive me, officer, but we've only just met.
He's trying not to look afraid, because that would be incriminating. Yet he is.
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container.
I had
behind
no
the
idea.
hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
Dude. I'm finding him for
Okay.
100.
I deserve that, and I won't do it again. I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property, I've been having trouble at work lately.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
No
So
way,
I can
man.
use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Humans run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself. Officer, please, let me explain. It's not like that. I was only
We got him.
cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What sound? I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles, the smell of decay.
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor. I hope I could help your investigation. In my small way.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad guy may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
How?
I'm a young Dollarman fan
Why
myself.
were you in my apartment, officer? So you work for Everard Clare?
No, I don't.
Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me. Whatever it is, tell him I'm silent as the grave. I was probably talking too loud in the Whirling the other night about some theories. I won't do it again. If there's anything
I don't
This
work for the
scared him
union.
proper.
Oh my
He's
god, hell yeah.
positively melting from that shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
There's no way.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor.
No
for example.
freaking
One that
way.
makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other.
I knew you'd figure it out,
Oh my
officer.
god, that's
I'm
fucking
sorry I
awesome.
didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
Gary,
Dude.
what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later. Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up, only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with...
He sighs again.
Dude, this is
hangs his head,
insane.
and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word. I told you everything. No, no. I helped.
What does he do then? This feels like a good opportunity to dominate him.
Oh, this and that. Sometimes.
See, he's being evasive. Shake him up. Show him who's boss.
I
Authority.
just didn't want to bore you with unnecessary detail, officer. I work as a special courier. You know,
No
urgent
fucking
deliveries,
way.
overnight deliveries. Oh, I don't know the contents, officer. Part of my job is discretion. Yes,
Dude.
officer?
I don't know, man. That one's kind of hard to... Look at how, like, many tasks we've cut off of here. That is so crazy. Huh. +1 perception. +1 pain threshold. +1 volition. That is insane, man, that we have... I feel like he's tied to the drug trade, but I'm not able to, like, question him about it, I guess. Since he was, like, grinning about his, like, shady deliveries or whatever.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water. You don't have a reason to. Yet. Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
Okay. Is there something I can interact with? I'm not seeing it. I know we're filthy rich now. Tons of cash. Superstar sunglasses, huh?
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. Behind you, when this district was...
Okay. No, don't go up there. What are you doing, man? Going crazy.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
3%.
From one corner to the other. The density and spread of these bullet holes is surprising.
Yeah, very surprising. Okay. I wonder... Okay, so I can't get through these ways any. That's fine. I do not know where the marketplace is. We found Morel. Maybe it's down this way. I don't know. Yeah, here's the church. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. The
Grab it.
cloth, it's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath. Much as the thought of touching it causes you to cringe, this could be the jacket the idiot in the colourful tracksuit was looking for.
Okay.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Ew.
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Sure.
It occurs to you.
What do you think,
that you're
guys?
not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Jetsam?
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
It's kind of like relevant. Okay, but what's it
Somehow,
made of?
it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck. What? No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Fine. Oh, I could go and sell that for $13. I might do that. Because I hate Gart. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's a way better idea. A big wine canister? Nice.
The smell. It's awful and familiar. Don't be naive. Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death
Oh no,
smells like
up there.
something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
A dead corpse.
A sense of dread washes over
Man.
you as you look ahead. There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. 2 empty bottles
I like that I
of Tallulah
go through
vodka
the-
and a can of... No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor.
Go through the
Castle
trash like
Pilsner
before I
bottles, too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic. Whoever
Why?
tossed it here was a heavy smoker. Now, this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it sway you. You're responsible. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as it's
Ew.
hard to concentrate.
I don't know why that grossed me out, but it did. That was more gross than the jacket. Okay.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there. Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite
Jeez.
inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol, 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him, drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Step on the floorboards? Sure.
The boards screech under the weight of the T500 ceramic sabatons. It's a good thing they're so light, because it's hard to determine whether it was the dead man's weight that caused the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Maybe we find another
The
bullet?
blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand. First, you need to talk with the lieutenant, then report back.
Oh, okay.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 18. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinting Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Cool. Return to the dead body with Kim. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sell that bird. Is there something else for me to do in the...
Listen, Tear. An empty sick 2 empty... No.
Okay. Well, I did not expect to find that. More postcards. Cool. Dork glasses. Well, hold on. I should get more for the glass tear, right? Alright. I have new items. New postcard. Okay. New whoops. Nah, I don't need any of that stuff. And we have 5 skill points now. Man. We never did embrace the superstar cop, did we? No. That's okay. I feel like I should level some of these up. There we go. We'll do suggestion. And 2 suggestion, maybe? Or 1, let's see. One more half light, okay. Nice. I'll come back to the church. I wanted to see what was up in this area.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle. The concrete structure looks military in origin, over half a century old at least, but sturdily built.
Well, I don't think anything else gives me... Oh, well, the other gloves give me +1 interfacing, but... Still gonna be a hugely long shot. I'll see what it looks like now. Yeah, 3%, okay. Never mind. Alright. Oh, more of the traps.
A familiar apparatus lies. This trap is also full of man. It's lonely doing this alone.
-2 physical instrument? I would never put that on. Okay. A particular brand of cigarette butts laying around? And I don't think there's anything back there. Music coming from somewhere on the ice. Oh, nice, okay. Who the hell's this guy?
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up, barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Is this a place I go inside of?
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Okay.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Wild.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you. This is my posse.
Don't shake any hands.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg! Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers. You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast. I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads!
Burnouts! Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revershoal.
Strike that! The word!
And sadder yet,
I like these guys, but my cop won't admit that.
The worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burners really are.
Yes. And the worst part is, they're also spooky. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer.
Okay.
All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for. All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks.
Yes. What? The what now?
All this Nopus shit,
the
yeah.
old Ultra. I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe. Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Nosa, I'd be drowning.
Oh,
in shit
Nosafed,
right now.
not Nopushed. That's what I'm calling it.
Nosafed is the shit.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Nosa. Blast away. Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first... oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
He He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright,
oh,
well, whatever.
you should have the key. We had to padlock the door. All right.
Hell yeah.
It's as if
What
time
the
is
fuck?
frozen somehow. Blam! Straight in the eye. Straight in. Man up. It's nothing. Pick the goddamn key up. Put it in your pocket and move on.
Nah, I'm gonna scream at him.
I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited.
Almost I murdered me, a cop.
I really am sorry, man. Just
Well, looks like there's quite a lot there.
Oh my goodness.
I hope that settles it.
25 real.
The key,
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably.
as always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news.
Dude, I just shook these kids down for a bunch of money. That's fucking awesome.
A shaggy-looking
Terrible
girl
cop.
in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
She must be Estelle, the last of the speed freaks posse. It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
You want a party?
What?
Scream it.
Yeah, I heard you. What do you mean by party?
We also get drugs.
Sorry, mister. I don't really do drugs. Especially with people I just met. Sorry? Where do I start? My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Sorry. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but... This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone. Okay. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I didn't think there was anything back there. I wonder if I can just like kick the door.
More than twice your height stands shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn
Inspect the
ornamentation.
carpentry.
Here, the carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth through the wind, but moist to the touch.
I guess while I'm
cheap-looking
looking at everything.
padlock is sturdily built. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting. Somehow, you see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but
smiling
what
dead
the
guy
symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy.
Fuck yeah.
The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, there's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Looks like today was a gold star day.
Wait, what? New skill? What the fuck?
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
That's awesome, man. I like that it didn't ding me down any bad cop points for taking a bribe or taking money from those kids.
Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Help the ravers start a nightclub. You should walk here, not run. Okay. Sure. I'll turn off the auto sprint.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity. Another radio computer. Could it be a connection to the one in the doomed commercial area? This is the Ream Prefect. Radio computer model number RC7024. Equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. Better not touch it. Who knows what evils it may hide? As you step closer, you notice fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon.
No way.
Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
It's you again.
The personal log.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Just hang up.
The machine's keyboard is nothing happens.
Lame. Oh wait, I can look inside the
machine's
compartment.
Keyboard is behind the hatch. Sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its
Right.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, Even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Oh, cool. Okay. No.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin. There's nothing.
Try to make out
You're
something.
dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Okay. Oh.
You see something hanging from the rafters. Look, maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Maybe. Or I could come and check these boxes out first. That's kind of cool. Tight. Didn't I see like some shoes up here? Alright, I'm gonna run. +1 empathy. Boo. Alright. No, well, okay, fine.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
This is the police.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place. I'm here to receive the mother's love. You can too, Holmes. And when you ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
I'm a policeman.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Wade. I could smell the control all the way over here. I know it's hard to admit that you got a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look into my own heart and see I was in pain.
Well, it's on you, brother.
Look at these crazes. What is this shit?
It doesn't matter who I am, Wade. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here. Other spoker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes? No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests. I'm afraid not, S.A. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me. Wouldn't bother me none to have 'em spin music in here. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Might even be nice to have some company.
Okay, then, thanks. Well, with nothing else. Well, I could look at these boards, I guess, but...
Hi again. So, how are things going? And? What happened? Oh man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What did you think? Really? Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
This guy climbs like a freak.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem? Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a
You're just
major
gonna have to
hindrance
live with the
you?
crab man.
A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her. As always, we'll be right here.
Alright, so now I can, like, fast travel somewhere. Did I need to fast travel somewhere? Inspect... Well, yeah, kinda. Oh. Okay. That's weird. It's like not showing me where I can fast travel right now. Really, I just need to get back to the waterfront and give this guy his jacket.
Tequila sunset. Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man. What's that supposed to mean? What's that got to do with my jacket?
It's pretty
What
freaky
do I
coincidence.
care about some local stiff? You gonna give me the jacket or no? Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm not taking a disgusting pile of oboe rags. I
This
may
guy's a
be
dick.
in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
Underneath the accumulated filth, the jacket itself appears to be stain resistant.
Dude, I'm not going to, like, wash your jacket. That's some weird I mean, he is my hobo buddy. Oh, okay, so it's like when I'm between these places, I can't. Okay. So... I think that's actually where I need to... Well... Okay. Alright, well, that's where I'm going to leave off for the night. And when we start back up, we'll do some more wasting time and whatnot. But, thanks for joining.